Hi, I'm Sherri Dillon. This is my last semester at BCC. Woohoo! I am an education major, liberal arts and science education major. I am looking to transfer into NYU this coming spring. I'm 27 years old. So, advice. Ask for help and be willing to accept the help that you can get. I know that sounds incredibly simple, but for me, it was one of the hardest things that I could do. So I'm a very independent person. I am in charge of everything. I do everything for myself, and at the end of the day, if it doesn't get done, I only have myself to blame. I don't like having to rely on other people. But when you're trying to better yourself, when you're trying to get past the point that you were able to take yourself, it takes asking for help to get past. It takes asking for help to reach the next level of your degree and in your life. Just like you can't get your degree without your professors, you can't move into that professional setting without reaching out to somebody else. Whether it's your community, fellow students, or a great advisor, or a faculty member, look for a mentor. Look for someone who is what you want to be and reach out to them. Let them know you want to be them. Let them know you need guidance to get there. Most people will be so touched that they will throw anything at your feet. You'll get what you need done. But it also gives you that professional edge for the future. If you're wanting to go into a professional career, if you're wanting a better job, happiness in life, you need to be prepared to ask people for help. So along with that, when major events hit, don't give up. So I'm on public assistance. I got kicked off. For me, that meant I lost all chances of being able to pay my bills. I was no longer able to buy food, and I have a 3-year-old son. It was devastating. I walked to get to campus so that I can continue with my courses because I figured if I didn't finish them, then that would be another bill. So I was like, I had to get through it, but my mind wasn't in it, and I was struggling, and at the end of the day, my son was the only thing on my mind. Being able to reach out and ask my advisor, Ivani Razzo, for help saved me, because from there I learned about our Petrie grant and was able to apply for it, and they gave me food cards to be able to provide food for my son. I was able to get back in the game with my classes, and I was able to feed my son. It's the greatest thing, and all it took was reaching out. They have single stop now. You can get anything done there. Okay, well, not anything, but a lot of major life problems. So I was having trouble with my housing. My landlord doesn't like to turn on the heat, doesn't like to fix anything, paint chips are falling. It was a catastrophe. I reached out to them. They connected me with a lawyer. They've been a great assistant, and now they take over the Petrie grant. So it's like, Single Stop is the best name. They are wonders. Highly recommend that. So with that, know what's important to you. It's going to be your drive. Sit down, write it down on a piece of paper. It's what I had to do. When I came here having a background of being told I couldn't just get my GED. I wasn't smart enough. That stuck in my head that I wasn't smart enough. I knew I didn't have the money to pay for school. I had to get financial aid. That stuck in my head that I wasn't good enough. These things stuck with me, and they kind of beat me down every day that I came. It was like, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. For me, what helped is writing down why I'm here. Why am I going to school? For my son. I have a 3-year-old son. When I started here, he wasn't 3, but he was around. And part of my coming here was to better my life, but also to better his. And having that down on a piece of paper, every time I had that moment where I just wanted to quit and I was going to give up. The papers were too hard, I couldn't do it. I looked at the piece of paper, and it reminded me why I'm doing it. And I got a whole new fire lit underneath me to keep me in it, keep me going. Getting connected with the campus gave me even more of a reason to keep going and stay in it. Don't give up. We can all do this. We do belong here. You belong here.